Hello, my bullet journaling friends. I am coming to you with a plan with me for the week of December 12th through the 18th. And I'm taking a lot of inspiration from, oh gosh, her name is Barb on Instagram. Let me see what her long name is, but I will put it up here on the screen. Um, but I found these stamps. I found one of my favorites so far. It is Barbara. Oh, I'm gonna butcher her last name. Hagar Art. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll put it up here. I'm sure if you're in the bullet journaling world, you've seen her. Her drawings are absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, I found this stamp company, the Sassy Club, and y'all, I am obsessed with her Christmas stamps. I'm not sure exactly what else she said. It looks like Snoopy, but she has some Grinch ones. But what actually caught my eye is actually going to be next week's spread, and that is the old school fashion like Rudolph and Santa Claus coming to town characters, and I had to have them all. I think I got most of them. So I can't wait for next week, but let's do first the Grinch week. So in my home, my children, I do 25 days of Christmas with my children, and we do a whole week of Grinch. So we call it Grinch week, obviously, not too, creative. But we start off the week, which would be today, Monday, with watching the old school 1966 Grinch. We have to start it out with the original. I make my kids. They aren't always happy about it. That's not their favorite one. Then we move into the Jim Carrey Grinch, of course, and then we end out the week now with the new Grinch animated movie. So, and then we do, of course, crafts all week with the Grinch and bake Grinch cookies and all that good stuff because we love the Grinch around here. So, I thought it was the perfect, plan to do a Grinch theme in my bullet journal. And like I said, when I seen these stamps, I knew I had to have them. So, look at that little guy. He's so adorable. And then the stamp set comes with a little Cindy Lou Who and, of course, Max and these cute little Christmas trees that you're going to see me put around the spread. So, normally, you guys know that I am a vertical planner for the most part. But this is going to be like a vertical. It's just going to be a smaller. This week I don't have much work. I only have one session that I'll need to edit. The rest is just getting ready for Christmas and getting the house ready. Also finishing up our hot cocoa bomb craziness that we've ensued this Christmas season. And yeah, just like tidying up. We also have, this is our last week of school with the kids also, so we have Spirit Week and that kind of stuff. So I don't envision myself needing a ton of space. I do need I do need some space still. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not sure. I think it would go better if I was in a B5, but I do love this size though for a spread like this where I don't have a ton of things I want to put on the spread. I can kind of fill this space. But yeah, so this spread is definitely highly inspired. At least the layout of it is by Barbara. And I wish I could draw like her, color like her, all that good stuff, but can't do too much. Um, so let's see. I'm going to start with the headers. I'm sorry guys, just using some Crayola tips, or super tips this round because I just didn't have a good green in my Tombos. That is something here in the next, probably year or so that I definitely also want to build. I want to build my Tombow collection a little bit more. I probably have about 30, 35-ish Tombos, and definitely did not have a Grinch green. So we went to the Super Tips, and of course the Super Tips do not have colors or numbers on them. So all right, so making the headers just out of this color. I think these were 12 wide by 1 box. So I'm just trying to use my ruler, as you can see here, to get those nice straight lines. The only unfortunate thing is that I did, once you get some ink on this ruler, it does smudge a little bit, and I smudged it right there. You can't really see it from this view, but you can definitely see it on my paper. So again, it's no big deal. I am using the Furusuke, I think is how you pronounce it. I know Joshi Corinne has tried to help me say that word. Oh, I need to go back and listen to how she says it, but I think it's Furusuke. To write in the titles, no special writing here, and you're going to see at the when I get to the end one, I was talking to my husband during this video, and wrote weekday and not weekend, and I might have, yes, and I also spelled Thursday wrong. So all of the things, but you know what, I don't even care. I am not even caring, you guys. I have way too much other things. So yeah, so I'm just kind of filling the spaces. Of course, we have that stink, stink, stunk. And I will eventually just outline that in green to jazz it up a little bit. And I believe I do color the Grinch with you guys, but then I do go off camera. There was a little bit of coloring with this one and a color in the rest of it. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm slowly filling up this planner and loving it. I will probably do another, I need to catch up on my journaling for sure. Oof, I was good on my journaling, but haven't quite got to that point. And then I do need to do a few doodles because my countdown to Christmas doodles have not been filled in, and oh no, I'm almost filled in for that. Yeah, I'm almost caught up on that one. So, but yeah. So I would love to know what you guys, are you guys Grinch fans? Are you huge Christmas people? I am a huge Christmas person. Like, as you guys know from my first video, I had 3, calendars set up for all of the different things that I do for my kids. Is it a little overwhelming? Yes. Am I in the part of life right now of right here? Here's my mistake. Weekday. And I'm like, yep. I'm like, ugh, well, whatever. Don't care. Am I in the part of December where it's overwhelming? Yes. Am I in the part where I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel? Also, yes. I have wrapping to do. I did get a little bit done. Have you started your wrapping yet? I don't want to do countdown to Christmases. I don't know about anybody else, but I know we all say that, time is flying and all that kind of stuff, and that it'll be Christmas before you know it. Here's the little Max, guys. He is so adorable, guys. He's so cute. Anyways, but this year, I don't normally say it. I do normally feel like Christmas is a long time and that it doesn't really sneak up on me. This year, guys, it was just December 1st. I have no idea where this December has went. So, whew. But anyways, okay. Look at those cute little, I love those little trees. They are adorable. So there was also a stamp in this set that says Days to Christmas, and that definitely was not getting used. Maybe we'll get used on day 2, 2 days to Christmas. Maybe that's when it will get used. So, all right. So now I believe, we are going to start coloring this in. I am going to start with this bulb and using my Tombos. I am one thing I am I wish so I Sassy Club has brought out a bullet journal that you can use your Copic markers in or your alcohol markers in. I tried in this journal and you definitely cannot. I tried on Cindy Lou's face because I just didn't have a color that would do well, and yep, it went right through, which it's okay. Like it, you know me and my bullet journals, I'll cover it up somehow. Especially with next week will probably look pretty similar to this week, just with different characters. Especially since I love this so much. So all right, so yep, so there's my Grinch. I am still doing a little bit of shadowing with my reds. I only have 2 red markers. Let me pull those out for you guys. Let's see if I can find them real quick. So with 847 and the regular red that I always use. Where are you? Oh no. 847 is my regular one. And then 837 is kind of my more maroon shadowy one. So also did a little bit of shadowing with the Grinch just to give him a little bit more depth. Crayola tips don't really blend, nor do they blend on this paper by no means. This is not great blending paper at all. But he turns out so cute. So when we were watching the movie tonight, though, oh, you know what? And you're going to see that I wanted to add some highlights to his scarf, which is reminding me since I'm right here. And I totally was waiting for that red to dry and never got to that. So while I'm sitting here voiceover in this video, I'm gonna do a little bit of, I'm gonna give his little scarf some lines, right? Even though I'm horrible at this, so I'm gonna wait maybe while I'm not doing this. And then yeah, oh, the only other thing that I do on this spread that you won't see is I end up boxing in my headers with just a black line. I felt like it kind of held or like hid the not so great like lines, all that kind of stuff. I gave him a little red sweater. Oh yeah, the thing that I was thinking is that his eyes, I left a white for his eyes, but when I was watching the movie, they are definitely yellow on the inside. So I'm gonna put that in there also. I'm gonna put his little yellow eyes in there. I should have looked up some images to make sure that I was coloring him correctly. I don't know if he had a red little scarf either, but we gave him that. But I had so much fun putting this together, guys. So much fun. Oh, I got some red outside that scarf and knew that I would just use, if you do get outside the lines, that handy dandy Jelly Roll 10 definitely helps. There we go. That's what I'm fixing there to cover up some boo-boos. And with the magic of editing, there we go. We have some colored little people there. Oh, and look at that. I am going to show you that I'm going to add all of these little boxes around my headers. Like I said, I felt like they just kind of finished it, I guess, instead of making them look like swatches, I guess. Right, and then as you can see, I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if when I went to go color this, I just didn't bring up the right colors. I'm not sure. But, oh, this is also me using my alcohol markers to chew her face and then realizing, yep, it did go through. Like I said earlier, it is what it is. But I forgot to color the little puppy Max. I'm not sure, like, if I think I might have just not brought out my browns when I was coloring. I was just bringing out my greens, and I don't know what I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, so using my browns, I ended up using 9, 6, and 9, and I believe 977 is the 2 colors that I used for this little puppy. That was about the closest as I could get to Max's little color there. Oh, yep, it looks like I did. And then I gave him a red collar. I used the darker brown, of course, for his antlers and shadows, and then the lighter brown for the rest of him. I used a couple of different colors, obviously, for that Christmas tree up there, but the same green overall, just to keep it the same green. Sorry, guys, that was off of there. I was coloring in the rest of her hair. And that was about it. Adding a little green drop shadow to this. It looks like I definitely needed to clean my phone camera. Ugh, I hate when I do that. And realized I never did the tabs for this page. And now I was going to be cutting into my design. So I was like, well, I'll just make it, I don't know, like the upper part of this. I don't know. The page before this, I think, is one of those like pages that is partly bound, and so like it doesn't go all the way to the end of the page, or maybe I just cut off too much. Maybe I cut off too much. Looks like I might have cut off too much. Anyways, so my tabs are all messed up anyways. It's the first time I've done tabs in my bullet journal, so I'll give myself a little leeway. Green on this side, and realize I also never did the tabs on this side, so just went back and did that. But that is how last week's spread came out. I actually loved last week's spread. It was very simple and a good vertical. So all right, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up. Let me know what you think about the Grinch spread, and definitely hit that subscribe button. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.